Chuck with Traders War Room. This is the daily wrap up for the market week of 24 June. We're going to go ahead and get started. I do this free of charge. All I do is ask people that allow me to do my intro, and then we'll go ahead and get rolling. So with that said, let's get started. Not financial advice. This content is for entertainment and education purposes only. You're responsible for every decision you make. We want you to have fun, use caution, and always go to war. Some services we provide at Traders War Room, free and paid services. I say again, free and paid services. It costs nothing to come over to Traders War Room and check us out. The link is right there. You can also find all the information on traderswarroom.com. We got real buy and sell alerts. We got live trading bell to bell every day the market's open. We offer one-on-one mentoring, trading classes, and a fantastic community. Come check us out today and get cracking and make some money. One-on-one mentoring, talk about, man, I've been getting blown up and a lot of my spots are already gone and I'm booking out into next week. But it's basically so that people can develop skills, gain confidence, receive guidance, refine strategies, get a pro perspective, and explore new plans of attack. Hey, appreciate you coming in, Carrie. And guys, you can check out our one-on-one mentoring if you guys want to get cracking on it, and go ahead and schedule one up today. Book your session and we will knock it out. Classes, guys, every battle needs a plan, and you can do that with Traders War Room. Upcoming and historical classes, we got you covered, guys. We talking all sorts of various styles and techniques out there on the platform, and we got a whole slew of them right there on the website. And talking about upcoming classes, we got a lot of those coming on. Now, let's talk about the instant messaging platform. This is getting a lot of steam because people are getting tired of all the dings and pings that are out there on the Discord platform and other platforms. They want something more simple, less noise, just alerts. So we got you covered with the Traders War Room instant message alerts, guys. Last week's stats, actually it's this week's stats. I forgot to get that update, but guys, look at this, man. Boom, killed it, guys. 84% win rate. And if you followed my alerts from conception to the end of it, guys, you would have made in the profit. Assumption is that you got at least in one contract or one share and mimicked my moves approximately the way I did it. You would have came out net positive $1,372.77 for one contract or one share of every move I made, guys. That's fantastic. We got a total profit and loss, another assumption of the one contract, one share per trade of 1,034. Fantastic week this week, and we absolutely destroyed it. And guys, I got tons more alerts. These are just me I'm talking about, man. I got 25 other real-time analysts on my platform doing all kinds of styles, stocks, option, crypto, forex, long, short, day swing spreads, leaps, you name it, we got it. Guys, something for everyone, every style, every budget. Come get some. Promotions and classes coming up, guys. So right now we offer a 5-day trial on the premium gold, which is the bulk of all the real-time buy and sell alerts. You guys come over there, you check out our premium side of the house. You like it, you stay. If you don't, you go back to being a free member, guys. It's a trial for a reason. Everybody has something that they're looking for, and we want to try to provide a platform for everybody in every type of style. So come over there and check us out. It does nothing to try up the trial, and if you stay, you're going to make some money with our alerts. And if you decide it's not for you, hey, that's fine too. Just be a free member and be engaging. That's all we ask. Boom. All right, we got a class coming up on 26 June, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. It costs you $15 to get this class. Guys, we are going to talk about how to use margin for consistent income. Okay, we got a subject matter expert coming in who's made a fortune throughout 35 years of trading, former Series 7 license, was a broker on Wall Street. Guys, he's done it all, and he's going to talk to you about what margin is and how to effectively use it to leverage your trades and how to use it to generate consistent income. Generate consistent income on a weekly or monthly basis. Guys, a lot of people are in margin and they're upside down. They don't know how to use it effectively for their trades, and we got you covered, guys. 26 June, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. You guys keep the recording and you get the slideshow. So if you're not even able to make it live, we got you covered. You will get the slideshow presentation sent to you in the email. Check it out today, traderswarroom.com. Bottom line, we're destroying the market no matter which way it goes. We want you to quit wasting that money that doesn't make money. We want you to invest in yourself. We hope you do a Traders War Room. With that said, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. We are going to start off with how to build a scanner, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys just a simple scanner that you guys can do to find stocks, okay? We're using Webull right here. And you guys, it doesn't matter what platform you use other than Robinhood. Okay, Robinhood is a more basic platform. You're not going to find these elevated tools. So you got to have an elevated platform. Okay, Thinkorswim, TradingView, Webull, some of the other platforms out there, but Robinhood just doesn't have it right now. So you're at a loss if Robinhood's all you use. Let's go ahead and talk about this. So on the left over here is a screener, right? Screener, scanner, same thing, okay? You're using it to screen and scan stocks, all right? Now, basically what you want to do is you have some already that are built in, but we want to go ahead and tailor it in, okay? Because as you see right here, just basic off a market cap, we already have 1,200 stocks, man. That's just too much, okay? So we want to go ahead and we want to kind of dig into a screener a little bit. We want to use these filters, all right? And so basically we're going to go ahead and open up filters, and we're going to go ahead. We want all the exchanges, so we're going to go ahead and do it. We would like market cap. We also want to go ahead and get some volume in there, and we want to get some price. Or nah, we don't really need price. Let's go ahead and get a financial thing, you know, P&E. That'll be a good one. And we can even do a P&E TTM. We like that for financial, okay? So we're going to go ahead and push that, right? Now, as you see, it already knocks our stocks down from 1,200 to 53, okay? So basically market cap inside of here, volume, but this isn't enough market cap. We want stocks that are high volume, high liquid, okay? So we're going to go ahead and push this out. And we notice we got 160 matches. We want high volume as well, okay? I don't like to trade stocks, anything under 2 million volume. I don't like to trade it, guys. That's just me personally, but I don't like to trade. And technically, I really don't like to trade anything below 10 billion market cap, all right? And unless it's penny stocks. Penny stocks are a different beast, but if I'm looking for things that move, I want to have $10 billion in market cap or higher, and I want at least 2 million in volume going in. Now, this price to earnings ratio, we want to go ahead and have a little bit so that we can get this in there. And we're going to go ahead and put it here, -831. Let's go ahead and push it all the way out to the top, okay? So now you notice we got 674 matches in total. Great. Now, so basically we got high market cap stocks here, right? We got high volume stocks, and we got a basic profit to earning TTM, basically going a little bit above -10 and all the way up to some really high numbers, right? So we got a good range. We want to go ahead and go into a little bit more of the filters here, right? We want to go ahead and start looking into some technical indicators as well. This is what's going to start pushing our things down a little bit, okay? Some technical indicators, and we want some analyst ratings as well. So let's go ahead and check these out. Technical indicators. Now this is where it gets fun, okay? Because different things, people are looking for different stuff, all right? I'm a bull at heart, so I always want things that potentially have some movement in them. So I'm gonna go ahead, and one of my favorite patterns that I love is the 3 white soldiers, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and push this one and see what happens. So out of all of these stocks, out of the 600 stocks, right, 4 matches in total. So this gives you a good indication of stocks that have 3 white soldiers. And what does that mean? It means they've had 3 consecutive trading days where they've closed above the previous day. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you. Let's go ahead and go into shop right now. All right, here we go. We're in shop, right? All right, let's look at the chart. We know that shop is basically on a downtrend, right? We see that. It makes sense. We understand this, okay? The market is unstable, and right now, you know, people are scared to go long. But what we're looking at is for a recent trend. We want to catch these things on a reversal, right? And the 3 white soldiers is teaching us. Basically, here we go. The 3 past stocks, 1, 2, 3 trading sessions, higher and higher than the previous ones before. This is a great indicator showing you continuation to the upside, okay? This is why we like this pattern right here, all right? Now, look at this too. This one fully came and finished above both moving averages, and this one is above our previous moving averages. And you can use whatever moving average you like. I like these EMAs that I'm using because they are momentum driven, all right? Now, what we got right here is we got a top of previous consolidation period over here. So we're going to see some resistance, all right? We understand that. But having this bull pressure behind you and having the indicators show us that we got an uptrend here, we got room to grow on the RSI. We're not oversold, right, or overbought right now, and we're below our histograms on both of our moving average indicators. This would be a good bet for some continuation if the market conditions stay relatively similar over the weekend. So look for these when you're doing your trades. Let's look at another one real quick on this 3 white soldiers one. This one here, again, Boom, boom, boom. Now this one's a little bit weaker, okay, because this one closed tight with some wicking out on both sides. So basically it kind of did make a decision, and it has a mother bar on the outside of an inside bar, okay? So we don't really like these ones here, but they can offer us potential when we see stuff like this, because we can put triggers on it, just like this. We use this because this closed tight, right? Look at this day on the day, it closed tight. So we'll go ahead and come over top of this previous bar here, and we'll put a trigger just right above it here. We'll go boom, right? And we'll put a trigger right below it. Previous day, right? Bam. Now we got triggers, guys. Look at this, okay? We got triggers to go ahead and move and see how this moves on Monday. If, hypothetically, on Monday, the market conditions didn't change drastically over the weekend, nothing crazy, right? We could assume with high probability of success that if we close on a 5-minute chart or 15-minute chart, we don't really worry about the 1 minute, okay? We want something that has some substance. 5-minute or 15-minute chart. We close above this, 54.79, we'll call it 54.80. We close above that with a candle on a 5-minute chart. We could go ahead and think long positions on this particular stock. Conversely, if we closed below the stock here, 54.50, right, fully on a 5-minute is great, 15-minute is better chart, we could start thinking about short positions to the downside, okay? That's how we're looking at these. This is why these screeners are fantastic tools for us to utilize. Let's go ahead and look at another one. Let's go back. Let's see what bullish engulfing gives us. All right, so we got two matches, right? Chris, a very popular stock, and out. Okay, let's look at Chris. All right, so we got a bullish engulfing. Basically, it closed on the day, and the bullish part of the handle, we got a hammer closed completely above this previous stock here. Now, this isn't a good indication of a bullish engulfing. This is actually kind of a weak bullish engulfing, but they're still considering it one. Normally, a bullish engulfing is one that you want to see the entire candlestick. You want the entire candlestick engulfing the other one, but we do got a pretty decent amount of movement, and it is a hammer. So this could give a good indication of continuation to the upside. And as you can see, we don't really got resistance until we hit about here, because we've hit this point before. So 72 bucks or something. So there's a decent probability that you got about a $3 to $5 movement on this particular asset come normal market conditions, nothing major changes over the weekend. Come Monday when the bell rings, probably volume will push this up, and we could see $4 to $5 profit towards the upside on the underlying asset. So that's how we're looking at that right there. Now, let's go ahead and get into something different. Say we're not really looking at this, right? And we want to go ahead and get into just some things that analysts have high ratings. We use these. Now, I usually only like to go with strong buys or buys, okay? Because this is going to get you the stocks that the analysts really think have something going for them. Strong buys or buys, okay? I don't want the underperforms. I'm not a bear at heart, okay? I don't really care about the holds either. I want strong buys or buys, particularly strong buys, but you're not going to get as many, right? You only get 3, Vail, Any, and out, right? Which was funny because out was just one of those that we had on the other one. So it's definitely kind of hitting the marker with a couple of them. But we'll go ahead and add buys on it. Actually, we'll go ahead and just go with the strong buys just to make a point. And let's go and look at out, because remember when we were looking at the previous one of the bullish engulfing, out was on that as well. Let's go ahead and look at this strong buys. All right, now out looking pretty good, looking like it's a gap fill play, okay? It's relatively cheap, so it doesn't have, high cost ratio, which you're not putting too much capital out there to potentially get lost, but we're looking like we're pushing through the gap. Above the 9 moving average, looking like it wants to attack the 21 moving average, and we got some room to go before we hit a shelf of resistance. So we got resistance, I'll call it right here. It's kind of in between this. This is kind of consolidation to the downside. We'll go ahead and go in the middle, and we'll call that 20 bucks, right? So we got about a $2 push in this particular asset where we're going to potentially fill this gap and could get some steam with that, pushing it easily above this before we start to get rejection and a cool down to the downside. So definitely indicators are green to go as well, all to the bull side. We like this one as well. So basically that's all you're doing with the screeners, and you can screen for anything: MACD, golden crosses, oversold, the MA. You're not going to find too much of some of these other ones because there's just not enough soldiers, or there's not enough stocks inside of the marketplace. But that's basically what you're doing when you're making yourself a screener or a scanner, right? For potential stocks to go. And this is all the pros are doing either, okay? I consider myself a pro investor. I do this all the time. I got a whole bunch of different screeners. I'll show you mine right here. These are things I'm looking. I got a MACD Golden Cross screener. I got two actually. I got different assets that I look. I got a bullish one. I got stocks under $1, so I can look for these cheap penny stocks. I even got some of these other ones, small cap screeners and the hottest ones. Okay, so I do this too as well. Now, with that said, I want to offer you guys the opportunity because we got a small, it's Friday, and I want to thank you guys for coming here on Friday. Go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys can unmute yourself, and you got a question, you can go ahead and ask the question right now and we'll answer it, give you guys like a mini group one-on-one. So let me go ahead and unmute you guys. You can unmute yourself. There you go. You got a question, go on the mic, ask the question, and we'll look at it right now. What is up? What is up? What's cracking? You got a question?
Yeah, so I just opened the Weeble and I was trying to follow along to see what you were doing exactly. But like, how do you even get these 1,200 symbols down to like 3? Just go to create watch list.
Yeah, well, do you see where I'm at? Are you on your screen or can you watch my screen?
No, I'm doing both.
Okay, on the left-hand side of your screen, are you using the application or the web?
I'm using the app on my computer.
Okay, good. So on the left-hand side, you'll see a pan, right? You should have a heart. You should have like 3 squiggly lines at the top, then a heart. Okay, go down to the one that's like a circle with like a stock symbol in it, and it should say screener as you're hovering over it.
Yeah, and I click on that, it brings up that.
Brings up this like this?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're going to use the filters button up here.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So when you use the filters, you're going to pick your things, and this is where you tailor it to what you're really interested in. If you want to know, hey, what stocks are out there that are, you can make this anything. Let's go ahead and go down, right? You say you want to know what stocks are out there that have analyst buy ratings of strong buy that are between the price of $5 and $50, right? And then you can go ahead and click it, and you got 76 matches total, right? Well, okay.
Okay.
You see where I'm going? Now you're just tailoring it. Now 76 might be a lot, right? So you go ahead and you go back into your filters and you're like, okay, that's a lot. I want some volume too. Like, let's go ahead and see what volume we got. And now we got the big boys with 2 million or more volume, so we can get in and out of our trades easier, right? And now we're down to 13. So it's a lot easier to manage these stocks between $5 and $50 with over 2 million volume.
Gotcha.
Yep. Does that make sense?
Yes, perfect. I see.
Yeah.
It kind of like simplifies. You can like narrow down to get exact stocks you want. Like you can pinpoint and target some stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Because really, most people, especially when they're starting out, they're bulls at heart, right? They want that sexy trade. They want something that's going to pop 100%, to the moon and all that stuff, right? And there's thousands of stocks out there that are all doing different things, and not every stock is moving around. They're not as liquid. Volume isn't in it. So you might get into a stock that, looks like it's ready to pop, but there's no volume. And when you go to try to sell, the bid ask spread is so wide that you can't make any money because there's nobody trying to buy or sell inside there but you.
I got you.
Yep. You want stuff with a high volume, because unless you're looking to hold these stocks for long term, which most of us, we already know the stocks that we want to hold long term: Apple, Microsoft, Amazon. These are the long term forever stocks.
Yeah. Big boys.
Yeah. The stuff the stuff that's for sure and battle proven. You know what I mean? They're the tanks on the battlefield. We know they got the 50 mics on top of them, and they can destroy little villages. We know this, right? And so we want those to hold long term, because that's our battle armor right there. These other ones, we don't know about them. Neo, yeah, maybe Neo does good, or maybe it does bad. We don't know. We just want to make money when it runs to $50 the next time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. But
How do you no, I appreciate all that you've been doing because you be doing the most. I'm glad I found you.
yeah, I'm trying to do it, and like I tell everybody, there's a bunch of fake analysts out there that they don't even trade the trades that they're pushing. I make it a point that, I'm a real trader. So it's like when I get into a trade, I'm spending my money on this trade. I'm in the trenches with the troops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like I'm taking wins with them and I'm taking the losses with them as well. You got a lot of these kids that are, some of these guys are in high school and they hide behind these bots and they don't even trade. They got algorithms that are trading and they got no
Yeah.
capital invested and they're just pushing alerts out. So it means nothing to them to go ahead and say, hey, buy the 760 call option on Tesla for, $100. It means nothing to them because win or lose, they're not losing a thing. It's us that are following them losing. So I play with real money, man. I don't play that fake stuff. And I'll call anyone out if I find out they're a fake trading analyst.
You got to.
Yeah, man. Anyone else got a question? I see we lost one. Justin, you got anything? Go ahead, hop on the mic.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah, been following you for about 2 months now. Great trader. Got a question. So when you choose your exit price, what are you looking for? Are you looking for the resistance or percentage gain or just
Good question. Yeah, good question. Let's go ahead and look at that. So let's hop into stocks, right? Let's go ahead and look at something. What do we trade today, man? We trade let's look at AMD. AMD's been real popular, right? And AMD's been a fantastic day trading stock lately. Okay, so first of all, anytime I'm getting into a trade, you got to stay consistent, right? So I'm always getting a bird's eye view approach. So always looking at least at the day chart. Got to. Okay, you got to get the full picture and kind of get the lay of the battlefield. This is the battlefield for AMD, right? Got to get the lay of the battlefield. When I'm looking to actually get in a trade after I've made up my mind and I've looked at some of these things, and I put some lines on charts, I looked at, all right, this is top level resistance right here. This is my bottom shelf where it doesn't like to peak below it too much. So I got my range right here recently. I got my range and now I'm putting little intra in here and I'm like, okay, so it came up to this shelf and it didn't like this as well and it kind of bounced around. So now I got a level. I got kind of a line drawn in the sand where I got a potential battle zone where, it's looking to potentially peak up and potentially break out or retract back. So these are some intra levels. I call these intra support and resistance. Now, how am I actually trading them? Let's go ahead and go into the stock. And as you notice, my chart pretty clean. I don't keep a whole bunch of stuff. Like I see people trade like this. Their charts look like this, and I look at them like they're freaking nuts. It looks like this. And if your chart looks like this, hey, I'm sorry, man, this is too much, okay? I'm a professional trader, and this is just too much crap going on right here. Like all this is telling you the same stuff, man. You got to simple it out to what you enjoy and what you use. So I don't even use all of this stuff. I keep it simple. I keep it with my trusted indicators, moving averages that I like, my RSI telling me overbought, oversold, and I keep my chart clean with just a couple moving averages because I'm a momentum trader. That's how I trade. I invest long term, but when I trade, I'm a momentum trader. I want things that are moving. Hence why I like to be a bull, because I want things that are moving. So now we decided AMD, we got our range, we kind of got our target of attack. And so we would decide we're going to go ahead and hop in the trade. So we want to at least go to the 5 minute. And let's backtrack this, how this goes. Based off the moving averages that I utilize, right? All right, we want something that closes above our moving averages and continues to stay above it. Look at this. Look at this right here. And you guys were asking why I traded AMD this morning. This is how I traded it. You guys can see exactly how I traded. Now, not everything's the same, but this trade was just strictly off of this. See this candle right here? This closed fully above my 9 moving average, and I got my cross between the 9 and the 21 to the upside, which was a bullish move on the moving average. This candle right here gave me the indication that was like, all right, this got me thinking, all right, I'm thinking about going calls. This is what confirmed it. MACD cross to the upside. You want to have 3 reasons why to push to buy. 3 reasons why to push to buy. Fully close on a 5-minute above the moving average, bullish, one reason. MACD crossing to the upside, room to go, RSI peaking to the upside. And we got one of my indicators, I use the SMI, we popped up to the upside. 3 reasons why to push to buy, I'm in, boom. And then watch this. I'm following, tracking the trade. And only when we start to come back to the moving average am I considering my exit. I'm still riding this. You know, people will get in and they'll get out. They get out too soon a lot of times. I'm riding this, and only if it came back to my moving average, now I'm considering exiting. And then for sure, if it crossed to the downside here, I'm out. But when it gets back to the moving average, that's when I usually exit or at least trim my position and then move my stop loss back up. So it's a risk-free trade. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I have a problem with, you know, like you said, I get out of trades too early. Yeah. Sometimes I make $50 when then you get in the Discord, you're like, oh shit, I made 200. I was like, oh fuck, you know, and I'm upset the rest of the day.
Yeah, well, part of it is a lot of times I find when I do one-on-one sessions and when we're really focusing on individuals as traders, you know, that's what the one-on-one session is, a focus session on you as an investor, right? So when I do these, I find out that people got a whole bunch of strategies that in theory all make sense, but they don't have a strategy out of those theories that work for them. So they're using all this YouTube knowledge and all this Google knowledge and stuff, and they're great strategies, but each strategy may not work for the same trader. You know what I mean? And they're using all these things, and they're not sticking consistent with one style that works for them. This works for me. This may not work for someone else. That may not be a momentum-driven trader. You know, this is not a swing trade type of strategy. You know, so if someone's a swing trader, they don't want to follow this strategy. But if they're a momentum trader and they're following high liquid, high volume assets that are moving, this is a fantastic, you know, avenue of approach. And it's just really learning your trading personality and developing a strategy that complements your trading personality. And that's really what it is. And in our exit, right? You talked about the exit. Well, look here. Look what happened with our exit. When we started creeping back down to our moving average, we started thinking on the main chart. This got us thinking, exit. Okay, take our profit and run, exit. And then we confirmed it. MACD crossed to the downside. One reason why to get out. RSI dumps, another reason. And look at this. The SMI gave us the precursor. If we were paying attention to this gave us the precursor to already getting ready. Basically, you know, where we got our rounds in the gun ready to pull the trigger once we get tight. Does that make sense? I'm sorry, I'm an Army dude, so if I use these war analogies, it's how I think.
It makes sense. You charts on Webull.
Say that again?
I said you had your charts on Webull. Do you prefer Webull over TradingView for the charts?
So I like both. Webull, I feel more comfortable when I'm moving fast. When I'm moving fast because I'm used to where the indicators are at. I like TradingView because it has sexy charts. You know, it has the popping colors that, you know, are bright and all that. So it has sexy charts, and it has a lot more algorithms and stuff that you can use for chart overlays. But I prefer Webull when I'm moving quick because I want to trade with momentum and get in and out. When I do analysis on stocks, I like to use TradingView because it's sexier and it looks better when I take a picture and post it on social media. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. So I traded Tesla today.
Yeah.
And
you make some money?
Yeah, but not. I got a little bit greedy. I did a call to it was like 7:40, and I should have got out when it hit 7:38, but I let it fall back because I thought it was gonna break to 7:40 and continue, but it ended up trickling down. I ended up setting the call around about 7:35. I made $50 and I could have made 200. Off the trade. But that's why I was asking, like, what would be a good exit? I was like, oh, I see it's running because Tesla usually runs. So I thought today it'll do the same thing, but had a little bit of a pullback, big pullback.
Yeah. Like, yeah, and here's Tesla too. So this was the same process with the Tesla trade. When I traded SPY, AMD, and Tesla this morning, same process, guys. Look, the charts almost look identical. Right here gave me the idea, right? I saw this. This was my entry. I got the idea from the MACD pushing up. RSI was creeping up, and my SMI was jacked, right? So this was my entry. And right here is when I started getting concerned. The pullback came, right? And so this was actually in this area, in this pullback area here. This is when we went ahead and secured profit for the, because we got in at a 40, we got in out of the money 760 contract, and we went ahead and secured profit at 90 for a 2x, right? We could have made some more money, but I went ahead and got out the main position here because this got me thinking as we got closer to my moving average, this got me thinking that we were headed down, right? And then as you see, it popped back up. So obviously my runners were able to make some money, and then we were full out when we crossed over here, and it correlated with the MACD crossing, the RSI dumping, and the SMI gapping, getting wider as we came to the downside. So this is when we fully exited the position. But this is when I sent the alert to go ahead and get out because I was afraid that this was going to push drastically, like Tesla likes to move, to the downside. But as you see, following that same strategy for momentum plays, look at this. This is money all day. This closes above. You buy in anywhere in here. If you can't get the wick, that's fine. You buy anywhere in here. And even at this top blue line where I put it here, this is money. 723, we ride it. It stays above the moving average. It stays above. And then we start to consider maybe cutting when we start to touching. But say we held it just a little bit because we didn't close below it. And we go and exit, say, 733, money, $10 movement on a Tesla trade. That's money all day right there.
It makes a lot of sense. One more question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when you're choosing the strike price, especially on, stocks with bigger caps like Tesla and the Apples with the bigger premiums, do you care about the price, or are you looking for a specific strike price, or you just whichever one? So I'm asking, how do you pick a premium or a strike price when doing a calls or a put? Got you.
So you want to obviously you want to look at the chain. That's important. So say we're doing a call, right? You want to look at the chain, and it's everything's important with this, right? But you want, when you're looking for momentum trades specifically, you want the volume, okay? You want the volume. And we're looking at these trades, right? These out of the money trades. Look at this volume over here. Look at this. We got this out of the money trade. Is this calls? Yeah, this is calls. Okay. This out of the money trade for 737. No, this can't be right. 24 June. Oh, this was on the day. Okay, good. Anyways, we'll look at this. We want the volume for these particular trades, right? And if you notice this one right here, 94,000 volume on the 750 contract. This is the one that we got into earlier, and this was 12,000. You want something with the volume jacked up. That means, a whole bunch of people are trying to trade that, and that's where the momentum is going. That's where people are going to go in and out, and you can easily slip in and out if you trade. So you want to look for things with good volume. Let's go ahead and look into next week. All right. And Tesla's right here, right? Go ahead and look in the next week. Now notice these are jacked premiums, right? We may not have $2,705 to spend on a 735 strike. So we need to go out the money a little bit. Lucky for us, Tesla likes to move $20 to $50 in the trading session, right? So we can go far out the money and still make some trades. So let's go ahead and look out here at potentially some big volume. We noticed that this 800 call has 23,000 volume here, right? That's a good one, but maybe that's a little out of our money, right? Maybe we start thinking about this one, 240 bucks, decent volume here. But this one right here, this 840, this got 2,424. And this one, look at this here. This would be the one to do on a cheap lotto trade because we're out the money. So we have to consider this a lotto because we're not at the money in the money, right? If we were at the money in the money, we'd be right here. This would be more of a guaranteed thing, but we got to consider these lottos. But look at this volume, 9,000, almost 10,000 volume on this contract. If the market stays the same the way it is, and we start to get a push on Tesla, this is money in the bank. Because just imagine Tesla takes off from the gate on Monday, and we gap up just off the bell. $30, right? So 30 times 5, 3 times 5, that's 150. That's 150 added on to our premium right here of 130, already off the bell, less than 5 minutes trading, and we can secure profit and almost have a double up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, you want the volume, especially if you're trading. If you're trading, not investing, two separate things. If you're trading, you want volume so that you can get in and out of your trade, but you also want something that other people are in as well, so that you want to follow where the money's going, basically. And this one out here, this is relatively inexpensive. We could go in with one contract just for shits and giggles, try it out, 10,000 volume, and if Tesla popped on Monday and we went ahead and rolled this would be a good lotto swing trade, and this would have been a decent one. I wish I would have seen this one actually, but I wasn't looking at it. So I would have got into this trade for a lotto swing if I would have seen this at the closing bell, but I wasn't paying attention.
I really, man, really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. All right, guys. Well, hey, I'm going to let you guys get back to your Friday, man. I'm going to go ahead and post this on YouTube so people can see what we went ahead and went over, looking at things, and, hopefully they can gain some perspective. I appreciate you guys. Hey, check us out, or you can come to the Discord that we have as well and check us out. So I appreciate you guys taking your time on a Friday, and I wish that you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys Sunday when we do the Sunday Motivator to see what we got moving for next week. Later, y'all.